well, I decided while I'm waiting for my bands to come in the mail, I'm going to go ahead and start on what I can do without my special bands. So, we're going to do his wings, because they're the only things that need an offset pattern. So we're just going to go ahead and set up our loom. It only needs 5 rows, so let's leave that back down. Take this row off. 5 rows for his wings. Offset pattern. Urgh. Come on. There. Okay, I cannot get comfortable. Okay, what I'm going to do for his wings is the outline I'm going to do in blue, and then the inside I'm going to do in gray. So, we're going to start like here. Nope. This one. 1. I can't even. Ugh. I'm getting this thing for right now. Okay. Sorry about that. I cannot get comfortable because I'm sick. Okay. So there's those 2. Then we're gonna go up 1, up 1, over, and over, and these are gonna go all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to start with our gray. And they're going to go 1 up from that, and they're going to go all the way to this peg. Whoop, got stuck on my finger. Okay. Then we're gonna go this one. Oh, wait, which way? It doesn't matter. Okay. And this one's gonna stop at this peg. These are his tiny little wings that go under his stingray fins. Okay, and then we're going to do one big row, starting 1 peg up from this one, so it's going to start here. That's why it doesn't really matter where you start on the loom, as long as you've got I hope this is focused since that other one wasn't. Okay. Should have checked that before I kept going. Okay, now he needs 2 little, wingtip thingies. One's gonna be blue and one's gonna be gray. What did I decide? So the blue one's going to be 1, 2, 3 times around. And then we're going to do 3 doubled. 1, 2, whoops, 3. And then we're gonna put it right here. This is our cap band, basically, instead of capping that off. Okay, and then the gray one is gonna be 1, 2, 3 times around, and then 2 doubled, so it's just not gonna be as long. Whoop. Trying to shoot it across the room. Okay, and then that one, I think I did this peg here. Now this dragon, there's pretty much 2 of everything, so when you get done with this wing, you're gonna have to do it all over again. Now we gotta do our horizontal bands, which, since the main part is gray, I'm gonna do gray. And we're gonna go here, 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 and there's going to be one here, and here, move that, oh, no, oh, we're on this side first. And here. And then I'm going to throw 1 doubled one from this peg to this peg. Okay, now we can go ahead and loom. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab this guy, and then this guy, and then this guy, and then this guy. So we're going to step up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to go all the way under this guy, because this is like our capping band, so I kind of hold it. And then you want to grab those gray bands because they're on top. And then grab the blue. And my whole loom turned. Then we're going to do the same thing. Go. Poop, poop, poop is what we're going to do. I screwed them up. Screwed up the order. We want the gray to be on top. Okay, we're gonna start up here. We want the gray to be on top of this one, not on top of this one. So we're gonna have to undo, pull it up, undo that, put it back down, and then put that one back down. So you see blue, gray, blue. And we're gonna do that on all of them. Gotta put this guy back. It's just a little thing that drives me crazy if they're not right. And then we can do this one real quick. There. Now we can put this guy back. Okay, now we can loom this blue one over. Now we can grab that gray, and then the bottom blue, and then the gray that are going this way, and then the blue that are going this way. See, that way, like if it was the other way, that gray would only go through the top 2 of that loop, so it would only pull it halfway. So it has to be under the blue, that way it's pulling on both of them, if that makes any sense. So grab the gray. I can't believe I didn't notice that. That way you see that all of those loops are getting pulled. And if we would have done it the other way, only the top 2 of this would have been pulled. The bottom two of the blue wouldn't have been pulled over. Okay, now we can go ahead and go all the way up on this row. Just starting and already having problems. Not a good sign how this video is gonna go. Or this dragon, I mean. Okay, oh, and you're gonna need lots of random colored bands to tie off all your ends. I've just grabbed a handful of these pink ones that are non-rainbow loom, and I don't like them and I don't use them for anything, so they're my tie-offs. Can't believe I forgot that too. So I think I'm just gonna make this the first part of my dragon. And then we can go up to here with the gray, and then up to here with the gray. Okay, and then this one. Boop, boop, boop. It's caught. There. Now, we can go all the way with the blue. So go all the way over here, and then up to the end. That way the blue is on top, so you get a nice outline. Now we're going to use some of those tie-off bands. And tie off these three ends. Whoop, I missed. It's hard to get your fingers down in there. Okay. Then I use my other hook to pull stuff off. So I'm just gonna grab these ends and pull it off. And there is one little wing. Yay! That looks pretty cool. Okay. So, like I said, everything on this dragon has two. So go ahead and do another one. You don't have to mirror it or anything, because it's relatively flat, so we can just curve it whichever way we need to curve it. So go ahead, rewind the video and do another wing and come back, and I will show how to make the shark fins that go down his back. So, now you should have two wings, which I didn't do a second one, but I'm going to do it later. I'm just trying to get as much done on this before my bands come so I can start working on the scary part. So, you should have two wings. Now I'm going to show you how to do the shark fins that go down his back. Now what I did for these is I held all mine on bobby pins instead of tying off all these little ends, which the big ones have, I don't know how many ends, like 6, 5. Where's my paper? There it is. Okay, the large ones have 5 ends, medium ones have 3, and the small ones have 2. So that'll be a lot of tie-off bands to have to pull off later. So I just put them on bobby pins. So here we go. Get your black bands. Now these numbers I'm going to give you for how many you need to make for each of these guys, because there's 2 bodies. I haven't done the tail yet, so I don't know how many we're going to need for the tail. I'm just going to have to chart that out afterwards. But, okay, so large ones are 5. I've reset my loom into the square. Large ones go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we double a band and put it across these 3 pegs. And then we cap this one off. These guys are all in my way. The box. Okay. So then you cap it off. You go 1, 2, 3 times around. And now you would loom that. And we're going to need 4 of the large ones. So do this 4 times. And try to set them up the same way every time. That way you know which order to pull your bands. Like this guy is on top. So I'm going to go under my cap and grab this guy. And then under the cap and grab this guy. And then the middle guy. And he's caught. There. And then you gotta do these guys, which this one's on top over here. So you gotta go under that horizontal and grab those guys. And this guy. Then the middle one. And then it's this one on top. So that one. And then that one. So there's your large one. And then I've got a bunch of bobby pins. What I do is I just use those to pull them off. So I go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then I can't reach the 5th one. So I just pull it off with my fingers and put it on. And then there we go. Instead of having to tie off all 5 of those and then have 4 more or 3 more to have to tie off 5, I mean, you're going to go through so many tie-off bands. So bobby pin works really well. You can probably use a toothpick, but it might break when you're trying to pull them off. So bobby pins are the way I would go because they're harder. Like I said, I bought a big pack. It was like this long. And it was just full of bobby pins. And it was like $2 or $3. Because I was using them to keep track of ends on a bracelet that I was making. So, there we go. So, you need 4 large ones total. So that's 1, so you need to make 3 more. Now, medium is, you go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So it looks like that. And then we double a band and put it across the 3 pegs again. Push it down. And then we gotta cap this guy off. The large ones we probably could make 1 row taller so they look bigger, but I'm not gonna do it now. Okay. So there's 3 times around. Now we can loom. And again, same thing. Try to set them up in the same pattern every time. That way you know which order you're going in. So we're going to pull this one first. So under the cap band. And then those guys. Under the cap band. And those guys. and then under the cap band and get the middle guys, and that one always sticks because it's tight. And then just do these 3. Make sure you go under that horizontal. Okay, and again, grab your little bobby pin, and I'm going to pull those off. Much easier with 3. So there's a medium. You need 4 of those, so do 3 more of those. And then the small ones are really simple, and you can actually do them all on one loom if you want. The small ones are just 2, 2. These are all doubled bands. Didn't say that. And then 1, 2. And then a doubled band across these 2. And then cap it off. 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and loom. And then this one's on top. So under the cap band. Oh no! What did I do? How did I manage that? Whatever. I dropped one. So go back under and you can pull it through. There we go. Okay. So now grab another bobby pin and pull those off. And I have to look and see how many of those we need. So there's the small one. And the small, you have 10 of those. So do 9 more. But if you set them up right on your loom, I think you might be able to get all 10 on one loom. So to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then skip 1 or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I think you can get them all on one loom. I think you can get 5 and 5. Or it might be 4 and 4. And then just do 2 more. Since they're so small. But, so you need 10 of those. So make 9 more of those. So, there we go. And that's our spikes. And I've got the other half of mine done. Let's see. That one's medium. That one's small. Small. Large, large. And these are all small. So I've got some done. I have to do some more, obviously, but you end up with 4 large ones, 4 mediums, and 10 small ones. And then then we'll go ahead and do his eyes, and maybe I'll do those right now. I don't have any yellow up here though. I think his eyes might be green, just because I've got them right here. So let's do his eyes, since I'm sitting right here. Okay, so you're gonna need 8, either yellow or green. 4 for each head, because obviously there's 2 heads. Oh, look at that, I grabbed 8. Ah, my leg's asleep. Okay, and then you're gonna need black. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3 times around. Hey, broken one. And then 1, 2, 3 times around. And 1, 2, 3 times around. And then you're going to take his head color, which for me is blue. And you're going to double one. I'm going to hold it with my pinky so I get more room on the band. And you're going to slide these guys off onto that. so you get like a little curvy eyeball. And then you're going to take 2 of your head color, which is blue, and slide that onto there. And you want to pull it so it's to the middle so you can take your fingers out. So there's 1, 3 more of those. Doubled. Shoot, you couldn't even see that. Ugh. Whatever. I'll show you the next one. I just realized since I'm not sitting on my little chair, I'm not close enough. 1. Okay. I'll show you on the next one. So there's 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 with the green. 1, 2, 3 with the black. 1, 2, 3 with the green. Then we need a doubled blue. Maybe you could see it, I don't know. Ah, and I lost part of my blue, so these have to go back on the poop. If you lose part of it, you gotta undo it and do it again. As my hook is turning in my hand. There we go. So, you get the little loopy thing. And then we need 2 blue and a hair. And pull that onto there. Hopefully you saw that one. So now we've got 3. 1 more. 3. If you spin it, it evens itself out if you get one loop that's longer. 3 blue. So doubled. Is that the mailman coming? Wouldn't that be exciting? Then I could start on the scary part. It's not hard, it just takes forever. Okay, so now you've got 4 eyeballs, because there's 2 heads, obviously. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do in this video. Let's see, what else could I do that'd be easy? Gray. Let's see. I think that's it. That's it for this video. So we did wings, we did shark fins, and we did eyeballs. Okay. So come back for the next part and I will show you. We will start making, I think I'm going to start with the bodies. Who knows? I did decide to make my largest a little longer. Basically, where I made them at an angle, straight, 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 and an angle, I just added another row. So, I made it 5 across, and then did my angle, my straight, my angle, and then my straight. And then did the point with a crossband. So now I've got to put a crossband across these. I'm going to do 3 and then the other 3, because in the pictures his fins stick up really far, and that's so he can cut through the ice. So I just made it a little taller, and then I will show you what I will do to try to add a row to each of these. So obviously there's 4 loops in a thing. So get your hook through 4. We're going to grab 2. And we're just going to leave them on the hook for right now. 1. And then we're going to grab the next 4. So there's 2 of that one. And 2. Since I already had these guys done. Eek. And then there's that one. And then 2. And 2. This way I don't have to undo these. Get it in there. Okay. And then 2. And 2. Take that one off. And then the last 4. But you can just do this initial setup and you won't have to mess with this. But I still had some left over from doing my other ones, so just to show you how you can do it if you've already done them. I just thought, you know what, now's the time to make the change if I want to make it. So there we go. Now it's just a little bit taller, so it'll stick up a little farther than the other ones. So it'll just make it a little bit taller. Like here's a large one, and this will be the new one. So there you go. That was just a little addition I decided to do. Figure now's the time. So there you go. Now you can keep making them, and you want to make your large fins like this. And hopefully you didn't already do a bunch of them. So, there you go. Thank you. Sorry about that.